can learn step by step. I'm sure that all audience from KPTM have logged into account. So if you cannot access the ProQuest, you can ask the librarian soon. So in this online training, you just focus on how to access it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Panabila. Thank you for the introduction. And very good morning, selamat pagi to all of you. For all the students as well as the respected lecturers who are joining this session today and all the librarians as well. And first of all, thank you so much for organizing this session. So today's session, can I know how many of you all have attended this session last week? Last week kita ada session on ProQuest Research Library. So if you have attended the session last week, can you raise your hand? Can you please use the icon dalam Webex tu untuk raise your hand if you have attended last week punya session. Yeah, if you have attended lah. If you have not, don't worry about it. So today's session is on ProQuest Ebook Central. So like I always mention, so whenever you dah embark in your research journey ataupun dah masuk ke academic journey, books, journals dah memang associated with you. So something whenever you nak buat research, nak buat assignments or even to answer some question, you need a resource, ataupun you need sources ataupun literature untuk support your assignments atau your project papers, or even if you're doing dissertation and thesis. So some of your lecturers here might be writing papers. You need lots of resources to make references. So that's why you have collections of ebook that the library for your library has actually prepared access to collections of ebooks. Yeah. So today's session we will focus on how you can maximize the use of ProQuest Ebook Central. So books, yang ebooks ni, they have been hosted in the platform called ProQuest Ebook Central. And what you have access to, you have access to collections of academic complete. Yeah. So this is what we're going to see in next 1 hour. This session is about 1 hour. So this session is scheduled for 1 hour. And then some of you, if you notice, you tak boleh nak unmute your speaker yourself. Yeah. So what you do, if you have any question, you use your chat box to communicate with me. Use your chat box to post your question. Or if you have problems listening, you can't hear me, you can't see my slide, technical issues, you can always use the chat panel to let me know that if you're experiencing some problems. Okay. So without further ado, I also would like to take a very quick, give you a very quick introduction about myself. My name is Kurinji Malar, and I'm the Customer Success and Training Manager for Clarivate, which was in the past it's ProQuest, now it's Clarivate. And I have been with ProQuest Clarivate about 4 years plus, and I have been in this industry for many years, have worked with many academic institutions, government sectors across Southeast Asia. So I always share that one of my long-term aspiration is to contribute and to be impactful in the development of higher education. So therefore, sharing any knowledge with regards to research or research-related information is something very close to my heart. So I will conduct this session in bilingual, in English as well as in Bahasa. So if you want to post your question in Bahasa, or if you want to ask question in Bahasa Malaysia, just feel free to do so. Okay. So let's move on. So even though this session is 1 hour only, but kita ada a few objective to achieve. That means after this session, after you leave this online session, what will be your key takeaway? What you would have learned after the session? So number one is accessing to this platform. How to access to this platform? Always go back to your library to refer. Yeah, how do you get? I'm sure there is credentials or the site link has been given to you, but go back to your library team and say, I want to access to ProQuest Ebook Central. Then they will guide you through to access to your ProQuest Ebook Central. So once you are in the ProQuest Ebook Central, in that platform, you need to know how to discover the titles. It's very same concept. Go to library, look up for the catalog, find for the books. So it's the same concept, but you're doing, on a digital platform. So you can use your search options. You can use some of the recommended books and so on. So there are few ways lah you nak discover titles of the books too. A few ways. So we will see how to do that. So now, because it is in the digital platform, this collection of books that are in the digital platform. So it is not just, find the book and that's it, check out, that's it. Not, it doesn't stop there. Because dalam platform ini ada beberapa features and functionalities that it can support you ataupun assist you throughout your research. So for example, you can use the read online tool. So if you don't want to check out the book, you don't want to download the book, you can just read online. Ada read online tools. You can annotate. Annotate means you can bookmark, you can add notes, you can also highlight. You can highlight the text also, so that you can utilize the online. Hold on, let me enable my pointer here. Utilize the read online tools to assist your research. So because of this digital platform, so for you, some of you might like to download some pages, download the full documents, full books, and so on. So there are two options. One is for you to download the books in the full form, full pages, and the other one, you can also download certain chapters yang tertentu. So if you want to go and say, okay, I'm interested in chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, you can just download certain chapters, and then we will see what are how do you do the chapter download later, and also full download. Then lastly, in this platform, it is not only for you to just come in, find 2-3 books and then check and then download and leave, but you can use this platform as your continuously by utilizing the bookshelf. So there are the folder dalam platform ni called bookshelf, where you can place all your books. Let's say you search a few books and you found about 5 or 6 books yang memang interest you, there's something related to your studies, or you may want to use it for your teaching purposes. So you can utilize the bookshelf untuk store ataupun save your collections of the books that you want to. Then lastly, I also want to share, because this is a huge collection dalam academic complete collection. So you have also books yang dalam bentuk DRM free. So what is DRM free? DRM means digital right management free. So that means the publisher said, okay, it's fine. I'm going to give you this, I'm going to allow you to download the entire book or the whole book in the form of PDF. So that is what it means. So if you identify buku yang dalam bentuk DRM free, you can download in PDF and keep it in your local drive ataupun your cloud saving option. Okay, so very simple for objective dalam 1 jam, but about 45 minutes. Very easy and straightforward. Don't worry about it. I'm sure after this session, you are able to perform all these activities. Okay. Now, accessing to the ProQuest Ebook Central, like I said, go back to your library team and say, I want to access to Ebook Central. Ataupun some of you already received the access, dah diberi also. So you just have to know which is your credential, what's your credentials. You just create the credentials and have access to the Ebook Central. So if you have access to the Ebook Central, you click on the link, enter the credentials. This will be your interface. This is your interface that you come to. So now I'm going to go more on live demo. So if you have any question, nanti just post it in the chat panel. So when you enter, you click on the link, you ada enter credentials, semua dah okay, everything successful. This will be your page that you will see. So this is ProQuest Ebook Central. This is the platform. So dalam platform ini, you have collections of ebooks. So these are some recently viewed books. I have reviewed these books just now. So if you want to see how many books do I have, okay, guess now. It's time to guess. How many books do you think you have in this collection? Okay, it's in hundreds, thousands, So you just have to let me know roughly berapa banyak buku yang terdapat dalam platform ni. Lagi je lah satu nombor. Just add it, just send it in the chat box. So this one, no, it's just a guess. Yeah, it's just to make yourself more comfortable, engaging. Okay, thank you. So many of you dah reply. 400,000, 40,000, 10,000, 14,000. Okay, so it's in hundreds thousands. So you not less than 100,000. So you know it's more than that. So you just feel free to guess it. But okay, no problem. So all you do is just put your cursor here. If you want to see what do I have in this. Sorry, I have to log in again. Kejap ya, because the time out. Hold on ya, hold on sekejap. Okay, so again, go back to the main page. Okay, so if you want to know how many books you have, put the cursor here, click search. So now you can see you have 644,000 books. Okay, so there even though 600 plus 600,000 over books here, tapi dia ada dua bentuk. Satu, one is available on request. That means you read this book for 5 minutes and then kalau interested to you, you make a request. Tapi ada juga buku yang lebih like this, yeah, available. So when you see this label available, maksudnya it is available to you immediately. You can click and access, download the book, you can read online. So it's for you to have a full access. So if you don't want to see, let's say you nak filter terus, you want to see all the books, tapi if you want to only see books yang ada available only, so what you do, you use the filter kat sini, book status, click on owned and subscribe by my library. Okay, so now you have total of 256,000 books yang you can use immediately. These are all the books. Then if you have question, what type of books? Yeah, so let's say for students, these are not textbooks unless lecturers recommend you to use that as a textbook, then it is. But kalau tidak, this is basically reference books, additional reading for you to support your research, to support your assignment, ataupun just an additional reading if you find some books yang interesting like leadership related books, kan? Something interesting for you to make personal development activities, so you can also access to these books from here. So now kalau if you want to know what are the subject yang dah cover dalam collection ni, so you go to sini kat search ni, as a first page, make sure you're in the first page, you use a browse subject to discover. So your browse subject basically tells if your students are doing research on architecture atau fine arts atau business and economics or education atau some other topics under the general, health and medical related, social science, philosophy or fictions, law. And on your right here's all the STEM related topics, science and technology related topics are all listed here. So it depends on your interest. So if you are interested in looking at chemistry, let's say interested in reading books yang memang related to chemistry, you can come to, just click on it. And so if you want to have access to only the own books yang available ni, change again. Okay? Just make sure you filter and say, show me all the available books on chemistry. So this is what you do. Okay, in sometimes you are given references. Kadang-kadang lecturers bagi references also. Kalau ada reference ataupun if you have like the name of the book. Okay, let's say if you are doing research on introduction to accounting. Okay, buku any book on introduction to accounting. So you just copy. I mean, you just if you have given the references and just enter your title, yeah, introduction to accounting. From here, you can see there's so many books yang memang talk about in accounting. So remember to own, make sure that you click on your own subscribe my library. So this is some books yang short introduction to accounting memang available to you. These are all available to you. And if you want books yang specifically at the title accounting, so then you don't use basic search, you use the advanced search. Okay, you want the option to do basic search and you also do a full advanced search. I would always recommend nak dapatkan buku yang tertentu, you use advanced search, because you can decide if you want the title of the book is introduction to accounting ataupun anything to do accounting, yeah, just leave as long as kat title buku tu ada accounting you want to see, so you can read from here. Then if you want buku yang like last 5-6 years of books, let's say 2018, you can just filter it from here. Filter. Then if you just want books yang own and subscribe by my library, just leave it as it is. Okay. Now there are about 56 books, yeah. Sorry, 86 buku yang ada title je accounting, managerial accounting, this is new. Then international petroleum accounting, advances management in accounting, and so on. So there's so many books yang related to you. So any topic kat sini dekat advanced search, kalau nak use title, you nak use accounting ke, management, marketing, education, any title that you are interested, you can just enter here. Okay. Now sometimes kita tak tahu title dia, tapi we know subject. Mungkin subject by subject on, say kita nak buku yang related to education kan, ataupun psikologi. Just want to leave it as it is, leave it as it is. And if you search, so there are many books yang memang related to education, tapi education is very broad. So kalau nak tahu why this book appear kita kalau kita letak education, so if you go into the books, if you go in this book and if you click more, scroll down, sini by sex subject heading. So they memang actually has been categorized under the education ataupun curricular ataupun inclusive education, multicultural education. So they already designed it such a way. That's why this book is related to education. So now let's say if you want to explore this book, okay, you can at this page you can explore this book. Yeah. So remember I was talking about okay, so buku ni, kebanyakan buku dalam platform ni, dia dalam bentuk unlimited access. Ya, ada maybe beberapa buku saja, satu user, dua user. Tapi kebanyakan buku that you have here, it's all in the unlimited access. So bila unlimited access, maksudnya if you everyone in your institution, everyone from your institution can access to this book simultaneously. So that means tak adalah if I access, somebody else cannot access. Bukan macam tu. So everyone can access to the books, unlimited access. Then you, kalau kat sini, if you're here, you can also take note of some of this information. I will get back to you on that because I want to show you how you can collect your books before you save your books in your bookshelf first. Okay? Now I go back to title again. So kat title, if you type in something related to Islamic finance, kan? One buku dalam you want the Islamic finance book, but these books are all the last 5 years of books. So if you don't want to confine, you just go back one step. Want to see everything, just go back one step. Now kita clear dulu. We want to see all the books. Okay. So we have 44 books yang memang it's talking about understanding Islamic finance to Islamic finance and banking. So all these books are memang relevant. So if you want to say, if you want to look at the latest books, last few years of books, kat sini sort by, sekarang ni by relevance, you sort by publication date. Then you want to see more books in one page. Right now only 10 books, so you want to see more books. So with that, you just have to look at it. See, let's say it's something interesting to you, emerging issues from the finance law perspective. Kalau nak add to your bookshelf, you boleh add to your bookshelf here. So let me, I want to add this into my bookshelf. So bila you nak add to your bookshelf, kalau ada pop-up, kalau if you haven't register, dia akan pop up, ask you to fill in your first name, last name, your email address, confirm your password. So remember to do that. That is basically you're creating your personal folder, personal access. Yeah, just remember to do that. So after you have created, you can create a folder and say, okay, I'm doing research on Islamic finance, for example. So after that, this book memang dah add dalam bookshelf kat sini. Dalam folder Islamic finance. Okay, so the next one you see, okay, this is also interesting. Then you have management. All this enter a few books lah. You can enter as many as books that you want. So buku ni semua you dah like kind of save it into your bookshelf. So next time you kalau save all your books, if you just want to access, you log in to ProQuest Ebook Central, terus masuk ke bookshelf. So if you click on a bookshelf right now, okay, so here is your bookshelf. So here's the Islamic finance folder. Yang by default is this research folder. So if you click on Islamic finance folder, so you can see buku yang dah, if you already selected those books, will be listed here. So next time, just come straight away, boleh access to these books. Okay. Now I go back to the search again. So if you are looking for buku dalam bahasa Malaysia, you can type in the name here, but we don't have many books dalam bahasa Malaysia. So you can also see number of books in Malay language. Okay, you select Malay language and you search it. Okay, so we only have about 104 books, some mostly related to social science, history, related books. Some yang ada related to education, early childhood education, special education adalah macam tu. Okay, anthropology. So these are the books dalam dalam Malay language. So if you are looking at other languages, if you want to look at any books dalam Arabic language, apa tu, you can change this again and explore. So is there any books in Arabic language? So there are lots of books. If you want to explore, you can do so. Okay. So now you know how to discover the title. That means bila access to this platform, you can discover title by using keyword, author, ISBN and more. But if you're using advanced search, you can use the title, you can use the subject heading. So kalau dah ada ISBN number, you can use ISBN number or publisher, authors and so on. Okay, many ways. Then on here, you can filter the books that you want. Let's say you want books for last 5 years, 10 years and so on. You can filter it here. And kalau nak buku yang you can use immediately, that means available books, you select this as a book status. Okay, so this is what you can do with advanced search, and you know how to browse the subject. And let's say if you're interested in books like related to chemistry, you can go to chemistry specifically. Education means education specifically, or business, you go to business. Okay, so now I pause here sekejap to see ada tak apa-apa persoalan. Kalau ada, you can raise your hand and you can share your question in the chat box. Okay, I don't see any question, tak ada soalan. So kita move on. So second, after that you dah discover, okay, so you want to access to the books. So let's say, let me take you to the books there. Let me do a search again. Okay, kita nak buku dalam business community. So this is the, okay, this is available on request. So we want all those with the immediate access. Okay. So let's say excellent in business communication, global edition. So let's say you're interested in this book. So now you either boleh add kat bookshelf ni, create another folder called business communication, right? Or you can access to this book directly. If you want to read, let's say you nak read this book, you nak baca buku ni, just go click on it. Okay, remember to see, okay, this book, okay, these are some books, like I said, ada yang beberapa buku je. I think less than 100, 200 books yang dalam bentuk ada 3 copies or 1 copy. You don't worry about it. If you have access, you kalau boleh download, you don't have to worry about it. So you just have to download those books. Okay. Now book details page ni, scroll down. So you can see sometimes the author's information. So if you want to look up buku yang related to this text, you can also do so. I'm going to take you to how to download this book. Yeah. First thing is there are 2 ways. So remember there are 2 ways to download the book. One is through the chapter using the PDF format. Tapi PDF format ni dia ada allowances by the author, the publisher Pearson actually said, okay, I allow you to use this book, give you a copyright to download, allowances to download this book for 34 pages per day. That means if you log in, you scroll down there, the chapter here, scroll down and look at the table of content. So table of content, let's say if you're interested in learning the foundation of business communication, okay, let's say you just want to start with that. You can also have the subsection. So remember this is 130 pages, tapi allowances 34 only. So how you do, you can click on the subsection. So then subsection selalu shorter lah kan. So you can see chapter 1 here, then you download this. Okay, you can just download these pages. Kalau still cannot download, if you see still high like this one, even though it's a subsection, you can still ask them to show subsection. Okay, so first is about communicating as professional, understanding why communication is important. So these are all you can download at your, just download. Click on download, dia akan download dalam bentuk PDF. So bila dah download dalam bentuk PDF, you can save to your local drive, save to your Google Drive, save to your cloud saving option. Okay, so senang je this one. So but what happened kalau dah use 34 pages ni, dah pakai hari ni, dah use the 34 pages, you don't have to worry. You come back again tomorrow. Tomorrow you come back, this one will still have your 34 pages. Dia akan refresh balik 34 pages. Okay, so don't worry about that. So this is basically a chapter download dalam bentuk PDF. Tapi if you want the whole entire book, you not read this book in the full form. So what you do, you go back here, you look at download. Okay, so get all the pages. You need third-party software, which is the Adobe Digital Edition. Then you can check out these books. That means you can loan this book for 3 days. In other words, you can download the book into the reader for 3 days lah, basically. So readernya, this one. I will open up the reader right now. Siapa pernah pakai Adobe Digital Edition sebelum ni? Have you used Adobe Digital Edition before this? If you have used, just raise your hand. Okay, ada yang pernah pakai. Okay, so like this. No worries. If you don't use, don't worry. So this is what is called Adobe Digital Edition. So ini actually like kind of a reader by the Adobe Digital Edition. So untuk download buku so that you can use for offline reading purposes. This is Adobe Digital Edition reader. And you can host all your books dalam Adobe Digital Edition, and you can read for offline. You don't need to have internet. Okay, so once you dah download, dia macam app lah, tapi dia is considered as a reader. Okay, so you have to have this. So how to get to the reader? Senang aja. So every time if you think I'm interested in this book, you just click download. Okay, click on a download. So bila you click on a download, the system boleh recognize, okay, you are using laptop. So those who want to download dalam iOS ataupun Android, you follow the steps, yeah. So they akan recommend you to download the Adobe Digital Edition. You will need Adobe Digital Edition. So if you dah download Adobe Digital Edition sebelum ni, macam for myself, I already have, right? So I don't need to download again. Only one time you just download. First time when you use this platform. So once if you don't have, you're a first time user, you click here, you install, follow the step here. Just install until you can launch this. Bila you dah launch Adobe Digital Edition, that's where you're successful. So after that, you follow the step again. Done with this step. So done with this step, so you are given maximum 3 days to keep this book. This book is loan. You can only take loan for 3 days maksudnya. So that means you can just click on 3 days and you download the book. So bila you download the book, dia akan download ke folder yang default folder download where you have already decided which one you want to download. Dan that file is in dalam bentuk ACSM file. Yeah? Okay. So now when you are the ACSM file, okay, you can launch your reader. You go to your own file yang you save tadi, pergi ke folder where you save your file tadi. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, I saved it in the training folder. So I'm going to drag now. So launch your reader. Okay, launch your reader. Let me open again. Okay, so this is my reader. So you go to the file, go to your download folder too. You drag your file, drag. Can you see I'm actually dragging the file from the folder? Then you bring it here, let go, let it populate. Okay, so bila dah populate, it will be in your bookshelf. I'm sorry, dalam Adobe Digital Edition. So you can read, part 1, part 2, your chapters that you want to read, entire chapters lah, the whole book you can read for yourself. And this will be in your reader for 3 days. So after 3 days, dia akan expire. Okay, so now ada 2 hari lagi, including today, you have 2 more days. Then you have, including today, actually 3 days lah. So another 2 more days, excluding today. So 12 days, this is 12 days, then this one dah expire. So bila dah expire, you cannot access the book. So you come back again. It's like go back to library to re-loan again. So you come back again. Kalau buku ni available lagi untuk download, you can download back to your reader. Kalau dah habis, reading, so you can reuse the reader. The book dalam bentuk in the reader itself. So this reader, you don't need to have internet. So as long as you dah download buku, semua buku yang perlukan, you can read offline, ya. Okay. So recap balik. So you know how to access to the books. You can find the books yang memang related to your research. Okay, just now we did Islamic finance. Let's go back one step. Business communication. So when you have found the books, you can look at the details of the books and look at the authors. Kalau ada recommendation, you follow. You can click on those books also. Kalau tidak, you can also download some of these chapters, like this one. I think I have downloaded some chapters. So you can this will refresh akan dia akan refresh balik after 24 hours. Then this book yang download ni tadi, I dah download this book into Adobe Digital Edition. So if you have downloaded, you can see that you have an active download that will expire 25th, yeah, from 3 days from today. So that's what you can see in this page, this page. Okay. Now I want to share with you. Okay. Now I come back to this main page. So if you want to add more books into your folder, you can see there's a tick sign. That means dia dah masuk dalam bookshelf. Yang ni pun dah belum masuk dalam bookshelf. You can add to your bookshelf. Yeah? You just have to do that from here. Now I want to go back one more step to show you So you can download dalam bentuk chapter PDF dan juga full book, full download. So after that, if you want to save the book to your bookshelf, you still can save the bookshelf from here. Let's say if you find this book is interesting, you nak share dengan your team members. Let's say ada assignment related to business communication and you want to work with your team member. So you nak recommend buku ni to your team members ataupun lecturers you want to recommend to you. So very easy. All that you do is gunakan ni share link to book. Click here, copy the link, share lah, use email ataupun any communication tool. Okay. Now, if you want to cite the book, so remember the work is done by others. So if you need to, if you want to make a references, if you want to take some information from this book, you need to acknowledge. So you need to acknowledge the author by making references. So kena buat references. So these are the basic references. So check with your lecturers which is the which citation style ataupun library also can guide you which citation style that you need to use. Tapi kalau citation style yang you nak pakai tak ada kat sini, don't worry. Import je ke citation management system. Okay, so right now, this is the citation of your current book. Okay, now next is, kita dah explore semua ni. You can read the book online also, very easy. Hold on. Hold a second. Okay, maybe I just have to, kalau this is a pop-up, you just fill in that form. Okay. Okay, let it load. Okay, so allow you to read online. So whenever you want to read online, it's very easy. Read from here. Yang most importantly, you can search within the book. So usually kalau you use PDF, you use the Control F and so on, ataupun search in the PDF. But this one is more robust. That means if you are looking at some specific topic, let's say, let me just look at some example. Okay, so let's say if you want to see business writing to build your career. So let's say building career. You can see which part the read online akan take you to chapter yang memang discuss about building careers. Memang they talking about career it as a phrase. Use a quotation. Most of page dia memang discuss about career. Tapi you can see ada yang page yang lebih discussion about career. So you can see which page yang they talk more about career. This is so boleh zoom straight to that page. Yeah, you can identify that page. You can bookmark that page, and you can also do quite highlights and if you want to make some notes and say this is about building career. Just save what you just make. Now, next time when you come back to ProQuest eBook Central, if you already have your book in your bookshelf, so if you click on your bookshelf, let's say this already added there to the bookshelf. How do I know it's added to your bookshelf? So if you click, you can see this book is already been added. So now if I go back to my bookshelf, let's say I go to bookshelf, go to business communication. Okay, this is the book yang you already saved into the business communication folder, and you already made 3 annotation. So tomorrow you come back, click on this book from this folder. Okay, then you want to check, you want to continue your reading. So you just go to your annotation. Okay, kat sini you already done annotation, bookmark, the bookmark page 41. So you can zoom to that chapter and look at your notes, read the notes, then continue reading, add some more notes. Then, okay, save it. After that, every time you come back, if you want to see where is my notes, just go to your this icon, star icon ni. Okay. Then from here, if you want to share this information to your team members, click on share link, copy the link. So they can straight away to the page that you have highlighted and so on. They can take you to the page. So from here, you still can download. Kalau tadi tak download, you can download again, use your devices, continue. Sama je proses tadi. Copy the page. If you want to do citation and so on, you can still do it here. Okay. Okay, I think there is a question on the chat box. Can you show again step to view download book in Adobe Digital Edition? Okay, kita buat another round. You want, let's say buku, which book that you want to do? Okay, let's say we go back to advanced search. Here, advanced search. Use Islamic finance. So, okay, and we can look up for the latest. Available on request. So make sure you select this book status so that you can access to the books that is available to you immediately. Okay, so let's say this book, yeah. So if you want to download this book, okay, always this is unlimited access. So memang this is clickable. So whenever this is clickable, that means you can download the book into your reader. So when you click on a reader, okay, the system that recognize laptop, desktop, but if you're using iOS, when you continue, they can recommend other apps as well. But I would suggest use the Adobe Digital Edition for even for the iOS download, yeah, iOS or Android download, still use the Adobe Digital Edition. So now I'm going to use a laptop, select laptop desktop. Okay, so okay, remember if you're a first time user, you need to have your Adobe Digital Edition installed. This is the Adobe Digital Edition. Okay. So now when you want to download, you click here, get Adobe Digital Edition, continue the installation. It's just a step-by-step guide. Install Adobe Digital Edition. So bila you already installed the Adobe Digital Edition, you go to done with this tab. Okay, this time you can keep this book slightly longer. You can keep up to 21 days. Yeah, you can keep up to 21 days in your Adobe Digital Edition. Then you download. Okay, so download in the in your folder that you already default folder for download folder. Okay, so once you have downloaded the ACSM file, you just go back to your folder. Hold on. Okay. Go to your folder yang you download tadi. You drag the file, hold the file, drag the file over here. Wait, I want to show you how I'm dragging also. So here, so you drag the file. Can you see I'm actually pulling the file from the folder, then bring here, you let go. So once you let go, dia akan populate, dan the buku tu akan populate dalam Adobe Digital Edition. Okay, so this is the book, so you can read the book. Let's say if you want to read chapter 6 or whichever chapter that you are interested in, you can read from here. So now if you want to keep this book again, if you want to re-download after 20 days, the expire, you go back, come here, follow the same step, just download dalam Adobe Digital Edition, then you can read for another 21 days. Yeah. Okay, is that clear now? Is it okay? You know how? Okay, thank you. So now I go back one step. Okay, another step. So remember I said kalau dah select buku atau apa, you identify buku yang related to your assignment, masuk dalam bookshelf. So next time masuk ke ProQuest Ebook Central, tak perlu, no need to go and look up, no need to do the carian. So all that you do is just come back to your bookshelf. Okay, kat bookshelf, let's say you dah set a few folder. So now let's assume buku yang you want to explore is Islamic finance. So in Islamic finance, you dah ada 3 buku ni. So what you can do is you can immediately access to this book. I mean, you can just click on the bookshelf and access to this book by read the books. So if you want to download the books, if you haven't downloaded the book to the reader, don't worry. This is actually the full download. So you can see if you click on this page, book detail, you can see you can do a full download. You can also do a citation. You want to share the link, you can share the link. Ataupun if you want to download from here also you can download here and say yes, continue to download. Or if you want to download chapters, okay, so let's say if you go to a specific chapter, let's say you are here, let's say in this chapter, then you nak download chapter tu, here, you can download those chapters specifically, current chapter, okay. And nak download pages kat sini. Kalau let's say page berapa ke berapa, you can download from here. Okay, so that is of use of the bookshelf. Now, apart from that, so let's say you dah find all the book yang related to assignment. You want to just share to your team members and say, oh, I found all the books. Now I want to share with my team member. So you just click here. Just click this link. Okay. Now share this link to your team members. So bila team members click on the link, okay, let's say they click here. Give the access, they click, it will be something like that, shared folder. Tapi sebelum masuk ke shared folder ni, when they click on the link, they must end users perlu masukkan credential, yeah. So I'm sure that is the one you need to check with your library team to see whether you have how to get to your. Usually it is already sent to your dah ada, ataupun you can create your credentials for that. Okay, so you just have to check with library how to access to this platform. Okay. Okay, satu lagi, last one. So remember I said the DRM free. How do you know is this book is DRM free? Okay, so if you go to the advanced search, so if you say I'm not looking at specific books, tapi what I want is all the book yang ada memang owned by library, yang ada unlimited print copy download. So if you select that, so you will see that you have many books, yeah, like lebih dari 57,000 buku dalam bentuk DRM free. So what is DRM free? So remember, DRM free means you will have to you can access to the books and you can download the book in full. Okay, now let's see some books to history. Okay, yang ni, let's say this book. So if you click on this book, you will see there are no copy, print, or download restriction on this title. So maksudnya, you can download the whole book. When you click download, dia akan download dalam bentuk PDF. You can save to your local drive. You can save in your Google Drive. Anywhere you want to save, you can save it and use for your reading purposes, assignment purposes, research purposes, okay, or even for teaching purposes. So that is DRM free. Kalau nampak ni, this label, that means you can download the whole book in full. So if you, let's say, what happens if I still want to read books yang, let's say capital market. Let's say I want to read books yang ada dalam available on request. So this one, for example. So you don't have to worry if you want to read the books. You just click on it. Okay, you read for 5 minutes. There you read online. So after 5 minutes, dia akan pop up. There is a request akan pop up. Request form akan pop up and say, okay, you like this book. You click on when the request form pop up, you just enter your name. Like lecturers, if you want to use it for for your teaching purposes or for your own research purposes, you can enter your name, reply email or confirm email. Then you just have to have the message here, the request for the book. So once you do this, this request akan sampai ke library. So library akan evaluate kalau buku ni banyak request, ramai yang request to this book, then there will be some decision dia akan take a decision. This decision is entirely to the library committee, yeah. Okay, so that is what if you see this, you can still read the book, tapi dalam 5 minutes, and you can make a request. If you don't want to make a request, that is fine. But at least you can read quickly on these books. Okay, just quickly look at this chapter. You just read quickly. Okay. Okay, so to recap, I will take you back to the slide. So with ProQuest Ebook Central Academic Complete, you are able to discover the pointer, discover the titles to search form, basic search, advanced search, browse the options, browse the subject, yeah. Then you can also use some recommended books by the authors and so on. So you have a few ways to discover the collection. After you have discovered the collection, you can utilize the online tools, the reader tools, where you can make annotation, add some notes, add bookmark, add highlights, and you can keep track on your annotations. Then you know how to download your books, full books into Adobe Digital Edition. Or if you want to just do a chapter download chapters dalam bentuk PDF, yeah. So if the chapter is too long from the allowances yang diberikan, then you can go to the subsection, maybe lesser pages. So yang allowances tu, let's say you have 50 pages per day. After 24 hours, dia akan refresh balik. So you don't worry about to download another different chapters. Yeah, don't worry about that. Then you have utilize bookshelf. So bila dapat buku yang related books to your research, you can create a bookshelf and creating a folder. Then you can save all your books there. Next time you can come back and access it. Ataupun if you want to share those books, you can do so. Okay. Now, DRM-free books are books yang tak ada copyright issues. There is actually free copyright. So that means you can download the book into the PDF format and keep for your reading, research, or for teaching purposes. Okay. So with that, I dah covers yang semua important points for you to utilize the platform. So now make sure you go back to your library team to say, yes, I want to access to ProQuest Ebook Central and how to do about. If you don't have, but kalau dah ada, I rasa you all dah dapat dah access to ProQuest Ebook Central. Kalau tak ada, then go back to your library to request for the access, yeah. Okay, so with that, I have covered all the important points. We are just on top of the hour, 10:59. Any question, feel free to share in the chat box, yeah. I don't see any question. So I would like to thank you. Yeah, thank you for all your participation, and thank you to all the lecturers as well as all the students. I really hope you can maximize this platform. There's a lot of content in this ebooks content in this platform. And for all the library team, for Nabila and the other teams, all the library team, thank you so much for organizing this session. And have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Ms. Kurinci Madatu, and thank you for all who attend this online training. Hopefully, after this, you can fully utilize the ProQuest Ebook Center. Okay, thank you.